We are back to the warehouse for Blitzball Battle 5. Team profile and projections. Ice is nice. Let's talk Blitzball. That's good. Welcome to the Blitzball Boys, the podcast about Blitzball and boys, but lately about Blitzball. I'm your co-host, Brendan Ruppel, along with my fellow host, Peter Del Rey.
Hey, Brendan. Ice is nice.
Ice is nice.
Nobody's ever said it before.
You know, I'm currently in a house with my new brother-in-law. I was telling you before, off pod.
Whoa.
And he's from family from Texas and also from San Diego at times in his life. And we were watching Gilmore Girls, and he's like, these damn women talk too fast. And I'm like, what do you mean? I guess that's kind of their shtick. And then I was just doing the intro, and I'm like, I guess I talk too fast, because sometimes people say I tend to mumble, and I'm like, I know. I don't know what else to do. The easy fix, talk at normal speed. Maybe not 1.5x all the time.
Easy fix.
Easy fix. But it's just how I'm wired.
But no, that is like kind of Gilmore Girls shtick.
It is their whole thing.
I think you're just like used to it at this point. Because when Nicole, Brendan's wife, Nicole, showed me Gilmore Girls in college, because we were just hanging out. She's like, I'm just going to watch Gilmore Girls. Is that cool? Yeah, sure. I was doing homework or whatever. And she put it on, and I go, what? They don't fucking leave a second in between sentences. They just keep talking.
The scripts are famously very thick. Extremely wordy. Thick.
Very thick.
Just like the two men we're going to talk about today.
Oh,
Jack and Zoe. Thick kings.
That was pretty good, Brendan. Jack and Zoe, famously known as the We Got Icers.
We got icers.
They love ice. They love rice. They are mice.
Blitzball Battle 1 jerseys. We got mice. I think that's what it was, right? Yeah.
Which
we are like, who are these guys? Are we supposed to know them?
Who are these two?
I remember thinking I was missing out on some sort of inside joke. And I guess we were. But it was like so inside. It was within the warehouse joke. I thought it was something we were supposed to know, but I don't think we were able to know.
I think the joke is just mice rhymes with ice.
Yeah.
It's a classic Playhouse joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess also like bullying new friends at the time too. Yeah. Like, oh, you want your brand name? No, we'll give you some like gross jersey with mice all over it.
I can't remember if we've ever talked about the Playhouse on the pod or not. The Playhouse, just to give a little bit of context, and when I say a Playhouse joke, is what me and my friends from high school call each other. And we are very famous for loving jokes that aren't actually jokes. It's just saying words that rhyme. And that's all it is. And that's why I say We Got Ice versus We Got Mice is a Playhouse joke. Because that's all it is. It's just, they're just rhyming.
Just rhymes.
Just rhymes.
Just rhymes.
Just rhymes, bro.
Just mimes. Playhouse joke.
Just mimes. Oh, shit.
I'm catching on.
Funny joke. Hey. Jack and Zoe. Famously, two of the best players in the warehouse all time. Jack is the leader in strikeouts as a pitcher by quite a margin. 51. Next highest is 38.
I think he's got to be up there in like the home run totals too.
Probably. I mean, for lifetime, again, as we say every episode in these little TPPs, lifetime for us is Blitzball Battle 3, Blitzball Battle 4,
lifetime is lifetime,
Blitzball, and Blitzball Blitz, because we only have those ones recorded. I was somebody in the company, I don't know if we said his name yet, but had offered to give me the lifetime stats, the actual lifetime stats, but in doing so, there was no way for him to get me the numbers without spoiling the ongoing Floorball 4 or Floorball 3, sorry. And I said, you know what, just keep it. I'll do my best.
Yeah. And I think we are probably going to finish this before Floorball ends too, so we will not. And it also would be weird to have like just the complete stats for like our last episode of these TVPs, but I think the point is that we have enough stats to go off of, and half of what we talk about here is also just based off feel and memory anyway. Stats are just kind of reference points. Brandy,
Jack is leading in home runs, but he's tied with somebody.
Oh, let me guess.
Do you want the number?
Okay, what's the number?
4.
In our stats, our all-time stats.
In our stats, yeah.
More recently, I want to say this is going to be a crazy pick.
I bet you're right.
No, now you confused me with that. 'Cause I was going to go a little bit off the beat and
What
say
were you gonna
Joe's.
say? Oh no, you're wrong.
Okay. Because Joe's has a couple like
You have
when he
the
does
same
hit, he
stat
hits.
sheet that I have, Brendan.
No, but this is a test.
That's true. What an ethical boy. This man has morals.
I have morals. It's not Lou. I feel like he doesn't hit that many home runs anymore.
I'll give you a hint. The person who you guessed kind of rhymes with this person. The names.
Joe's. Drew.
No, Brendan, come on.
Nikki.
Yes!
Yeah.
You got it. I'll give you a hint. This person had 3 home runs in the Blitzball Battle 4.
Jimmy Norp.
Pretty sure it was like one game.
Wow. Oh, Zoe.
Yeah.
I remember that game. And then everything fell apart. Let's get back to them.
Let's get back to him. But
That was the game. That was the first game of BB4, right?
yeah.
That was a
And
wild
then we
one.
were like, wow. Because I remember when Jimmy first was on our podcast and explained to us the new rules for Blitzball Battle 4.
Mm-hmm.
I said to him,
he mansplained it to us. Let's be honest.
I famously said to him, "Oh, so we got ice are the favorites." Half is a joke, but half is like serious.
He
and after
choked
that
on his
first
zinner. He
game-
was eating while we were talking. He
choked on
had
his-
he had one really long spaghetti noodle for dinner.
You said he choked on his zinner.
His zinner.
His zinner.
His spaghetti dinner.
Jimmy uses zin. I remember seeing that first game, being like, "Yeah, okay, so we got ice won the whole thing." And then Brendan, they didn't. They got eliminated in their first playoff game. What happened? What happened to these two lovely boys?
You know, we know their talents.
Is it because they cut their
Jack
hairs?
is because they cut their hairs first off, but that's not the whole story.
Unbelievable.
Jack is the best pitcher in the warehouse, hands
He's the best
down.
pitcher of all time.
He has some competition with Nicky. I think Nicky performed better in that particular tournament versus Jack. But if you just think Jackie, think pitcher, and he could hit when he's feeling it. Sometimes he goes through stretches of not hitting at all, and sometimes he's like, oh wow, he's like, what a two-way player.
Right.
Zoe is, for the most part, a one-way player. He's a hitter and has been trying to figure it out on the mound for a long time. So I think that's what happened to them in the last tournament. Great defense. Both of them are great defenders.
Phenomenal defense.
So you're really looking to see Zoe take a step. I think we've been saying this the past couple seasons. We need him to take another step. We know he's doing it. We know his velocity has gone up over the years, which is helpful. It's just difficult to hit that strike zone sometimes, and when he does, he comes in too far in the middle. But we know if anyone's working on it, it's Zoe. And it's also just one of those things where the playoffs are single game elimination. So anything could happen in one game in a 2-inning single game elimination. It's always up in the air.
Yeah. I mean, some of the craziest stuff you look at, from a batting perspective, we got ice. They don't got no issues, right?
Yeah.
In Blitzball Battle 4, Jack was third for batting average, first for RBIs, tied with Dan Rourke.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks in part to, a certain home run he hit against a
the
team
Mark Leiter
that
Jr.
we
home
don't
run
know.
pitch.
OPS, Zoe is at third highest. Jack was fourth highest. Zoe is very much carried by a 3 home run game. Small sample size in 3 games, but still very good job, Zoe. We're not taking that away from you. And then all-time batting average, Jack has the 4th highest. Zoe has the 5th highest. And again, all-time by our all-time.
Mm-hmm.
RBI, Jack has the highest. Zoe has the 2nd highest. OPS, Jack has the 4th highest. Zoe has the 5th highest. They're right next to each other up in the top tier of all these batters, not to mention Jack's amazing pitching.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what you said. If Zoe can figure out pitching, and I'm not even saying he needs to be like a top-tier pitcher.
Yeah.
If Zoe could just figure out pitching to a point where he's serviceable and he's only giving up 2, maybe 3 runs per outing, We Got Ice is running away with the title, in my opinion.
Yeah. He needs to
that's a
to
big
figure
ask.
out a pitch that he could just throw over and over again to induce like weak contact or something. Because I think
Right.
he walks a lot if he can't find it, and when he's like, I got to come in the zone, and then it's like a slow 60-mile-per-hour fastball right down the middle, and it gets rocked. He almost needs like the K-Mac sidearm sinker, because that is a pitch that doesn't always get rocked, but when you do make contact, a lot of times will induce a chopper. Because you need, I don't know if that's the key though. I don't know. You need to a little bit get lucky too with these rules with the 2-person field and have Jack get some ground balls as well.
Well, I mean, if any team's going to get lucky with this stuff, it's We
It's
Got
them.
Ice, because they make plays happen.
They do.
Right? But then you go back to the whole thing of like, is weak contact ever really a thing in blitzball? I mean,
It's not
you and
something
I
you
have
search
tried
for.
to-
It just kind of happens.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like throwing a pitch to induce weak contact. I mean, you and I have played blitzball before. You can hit the thing off the fucking handle and it'll fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even if it is like a chopper or a ground ball or something, the way these balls move, no matter how much you play, they're so hard to read on the ground or on the hop, just because of the angles that it could hit at any given point.
And it could skip off that concrete floor. You need to really get lucky with more like warehouse balls and pop-ups and stuff like that rattles around up there and take easy routes back down. Even if they're in the air, a lot of times those 2 guys on We Got Ice will find them. We've seen some of the more ridiculous diving grabs by these 2 dudes.
We really have. These guys make plays happen, probably more than any other team, with
Sticky
maybe
fingers.
the exception of Hookline and Lovyas.
Yeah.
And that's mostly carried by Drew for Hookline and then Dalton for Lovyas.
Yeah.
Although Nicky does do his fair share of like really amazing plays. What I want to see from this team, from We Got Ice, do you remember what Jack said to us when he talked to us? What he called We Got Ice? Or what he said was their like niche?
Their niche. No.
They were really good in secondary tournaments.
Oh, yes. He did say this.
He said that was their
Yeah.
lane. Their lane is to win all the secondary tournaments, and I think he's fucking sick of it.
You hope so.
Blitzball Battle 4 is the tournament, I think, where they're going to be coming out. You're going to have Floorball Attitude Zoe come out, hopefully. Take Blitzball a little more seriously. I mean, I don't think taking it seriously is his issue. Don't get me wrong. But I would love to see Zoe go full heel, take it seriously.
Get angry.
Did you notice, like in Floorball right now, the We Got Ice uniforms, because they're like a dark color right now, kind of makes me look at them more as like bad guys.
More evil?
That sounds
and
like
Kickball
weird.
Dad's like super evil and mean too, so that
That's
helps.
mean, Brendan. He's a good man.
He's one of my favorite people that I've ever walked through the warehouse doors.
He's old, but he's not as old as my dad.
It was I guess that's
Good
true.
try, Kickball Dad. My father is
Can't beat
older
him.
than you.
He's the geeziest geezer in town. There was one of the funniest shots I've seen in warehouse was just Reagan Russ and Kickball Dad next to each other. Like, these 2 are teammates. What an insane world that we're in here with the warehouse. It's cool though. Like, to have
It's really cool.
this young girl that can sprint back and forth like it's nobody business and like just body them like crazy, and then this old ass man
Yeah.
who I want to assume is
mean,
like around 60,
it is
still like
it's
doing it
also, like,
and scoring and being productive.
I think they said 58 in the last one.
Okay,
Which
so
is
it's pretty close.
right around there. You were
Yeah.
all over it. I think it also doesn't hurt that they're playing very physical floorball this year, and Zoe's getting pretty chippy as a boy.
Chippy.
But I'd love to see them bring that attitude into Blitzball and just like take it seriously and just win every game they play.
Just
So,
dominate.
Brendan, my prediction.
Oh,
You hit it. I think they win it all. I think I said that about Forgotten Mountain too, but I think that they could win it all.
I think they can.
I don't think they will win it all. I think realistically, if We Got Ice doesn't get to the final, this is a failed tournament.
Yeah. I think
That's
I
what
think
I
we're in
truly
our TPPs now. I think we're getting to since we're in the middle of the pack, we're starting to see teams that have real super strengths. Like they're a flawed team for sure, but you can say one thing for certain is that they will come in and hit. That's one thing you don't have to worry about at all. And
I'm worried.
oh really? About the hitting or just in general?
I'm a worried guy. I have anxiety.
Oh, Pete. You want to pause the podcast?
we got real.
Let's pause. We'll come back. Let's talk about it. We'll take a quick break.
Quick break. And we're back.
We're back.
Welcome back from our quick break.
No, I'm
How do
worried.
you feel about all this, Brendan?
I feel much better. Oh, thank God.
There you go.
That's the
You're
ticket.
welcome. You're welcome. Wow.
He knows I love art.
He loves art.
Art
He loves
therapy.
a whole bunch of pencils rubber banded together.
Nothing like it.
Like nothing like it.
But anyway, the guys can hit. Jack can almost always be the best pitcher in the warehouse, especially springboarding off of Captain's League. I know we talked about in previous episodes of this that wasn't the best crop. Oh, you can't be silly when I'm trying to be serious for once.
You're talking about crop dusting. What are you talking about?
I am crop dusting the fuck out of this apartment right now. I am
Also,
shitting chili
not.
through my shorts.
I am not being silly, Brendan. This is my look. It has always been my look.
No, your look now is hat forward all the way down, covering the eyes.
Not
You know
Vinny
that.
the Gooch. Yeah,
You know
that's
that.
that's with my other hat. With this hat,
It's the fluff in the front.
it's the fluff in the front.
Right now, I
did
got
this
fluff in
one
the back.
time in high school when I had like long hair, and like as a joke, I did it as a joke. And somebody goes, "You look like a fucking fourth grader." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry." And then I flipped.
And you're like, yeah,
Never
hot
wore a
fourth
hat
grader.
again. Never wore a hat again because
Oh.
I have low self-esteem.
Well, that's like, I think I told you the story maybe on this podcast. When I went to ninth grade, for us is when high school starts. I know it is for a lot of people, but for us especially. The first day of school, I wore this shirt. I was so excited to wear. I got it from like Dick's Sporting Goods or
shirt?
something. This shirt, I just knew I would work here at Subtlety all these years later.
Was it way too big?
I got a Nike shirt that said just lax, and I thought it meant like just relax. And I was like a cool, chill dude. And then the first day of school, some kid from the lacrosse team comes up to me and goes, "Oh, you play lax?" And I was like, "Oh, no. Why?" And he's like, "Your shirt, just lax?" I was like, "Oh." And then I never wore that shirt again.
Fuck.
Never again. And
this
I was
is
mortified. What a
nice.
horrible first day of school.
Do you want this shirt?
I almost didn't go back to school.
I got a nosebleed on my first day in ninth grade.
Good.
And I only noticed because I wore a new shirt. I was like, "Oh, nice." We'd just gone to Italy to visit my family that summer, and I was wearing like a Sicily shirt. And my buddy is like, "Oh, what's up with those? What's going on?" And I go, "What do you mean?" I look down, and it's just covered in blood. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Well, you're cool. You're a
Pretty
cool guy.
cool.
Anyway,
Who's this shirt?
what was I saying? Oh, Jack looks great in Captain's League.
Jack looks great.
No, Jack looks great. Great hair. The crop dust
He did look
in Captain's League was not great, but I don't think it mattered
Great
because the
recovery.
way he threw was just so crisp, and all of his pitches looked unhittable to even the best blitzball hitters. I think his pitching in Captain's League would have diced up even like the Coma boys. He looked absurdly good. I think they even said it on the broadcast in Captain's League too. They were like, "Jack looks the best he's ever looked."
Yeah. 13 strikeouts.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what Joe. His name so.
Bro.
We'll see what Bro brings to the table.
What did we call Shelby?
Daniel Michael Shelby.
Luciano.
Oh, Cabinetti? His
Yeah,
first person.
Luciano Cabinetti.
For those just tuning into the We Got Ice TVP, one of the things we like to do in this show is laugh at jokes we've made in other shows. We love our own jokes.
We love our own jokes. But for a real statement, the number one thing that I think really bodes well for We Got Ice carrying over from Captain's League is the fact that Jack found his groove hitting doubles. We've talked about this a ton of times. Doubles are more important than you think in this Blitzball battle tournament. Jack
We
hit
talked
five
about Baggage
doubles.
only hit singles and they lose every game. So
Yep. Jack had 8 hits in 5 games, 13 at bats. 5 of them were doubles. 5.
it's good.
Doubles,
That's like
like,
10
with-
bases.
Almost 10 bases.
Almost.
Almost. Pretty close. We're
Pretty close.
right there. Jack had with the 5 doubles really helps generate base runners, obviously. But not only that, if I recall correctly, I could be wrong. He usually gets them pretty early in counts too, which kind of shocks the opposing pitcher and lets Zoe get up. And it's like We Got Ice as a team, like Lovya's, like let's see, Wooga. No, not really. Like Lovya's, like I don't know because I haven't really seen Shelby play that much. So like just those 2 teams, there's nobody to pitch around. At no point can you ever feel comfortable saying, "I'm going to throw at Zoe, I'm going to walk Jack," or "I'm going to throw at Jack, I'm going to walk Zoe."
Yeah.
There's there's no time where you can confidently say either of those two things. And the fact that Jack can get up there and get a base runner, get Zoe up there, who has, by our count, a lifetime batting average of 484, and that's really only brought down by like one bad tournament.
Mm-hmm. In his early days too.
We only are going from Blitzball Battle 3 and on. But
it's funny how you have to keep reminding people at the top of the episode, and you also have to keep reminding me later in the episode.
Yeah. Like he had a 600 batting average for Captain's League. Like as you said, admittedly weaker opponents, but still, like there's nobody to pitch around here at all. Their OPS is both, 1.4 or higher.
Yeah,
that's kind of fucking crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can expect a 5 being put up by them quite a bit.
Well, but even more than that, Zoe's eye is arguably like one of the best in the league. He had 29 walk. He has 29 walks lifetime.
So he wears glasses though. I think that's a little unfair.
Got to cut it in half then.
Yeah, monocle. Next tournament, monocle.
Well, I meant cut the walk total in half. I'm good with monocle too. Monocle Lewinsky.
Oh, that's something.
Rebuttal?
Monica.
Monocle.
Oh, Monocle. What's their last name in Friends?
Yep, you got it.
Nice.
Fucking Geller.
Yeah. Monocle Geller.
That's Zoe. You could pick if you would like to be Monocle Lewinsky or Monocle Geller. Please reach out to us.
Yeah.
This is a joke we will forget by the time we start doing the actual Blitzball Battle 4.
This is one of our best.
Luciano Cabinetti.
And Monocle Geller.
Monocle Geller.
Monocle Lewinsky. That's good stuff. I have my prediction. We get Ice.
A long one.
We'll win the championship.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You thought that all by yourself?
I thought of that. Well, I have a team of people. I have a text thread. I have a team. Yeah, can't tell you who. All right, I'll be honest. It's my family, and they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right, I'll be honest. It's Zoe and Jack.
They're my family. They're my brothers.
Brendan has 2 brothers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe, also known as Monocle Lewinsky or Monocle Geller.
Your choice.
And Jack, who's the other one that Zoe doesn't pick.
Oh, okay. That's good.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, if they're going to split Zoe's glasses,
then
one has to stay with Zoe and the other one has to go to Jack.
I'm now picturing that they look like Vegeta when he has his little
the scouter
on.
Vegeta.
That would look kind of cool.
Look kind of cool. Do you think they watch Dragon Ball Z?
No, but you know what Joe's does?
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but they're probably too young, right? To remember running home from the bus stop to watch Tsunami.
Yeah. They'd run home from the bus stop to watch like Phineas and Ferb.
Holy shit, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah. They win the championship.
Yeah, no argument.
And I don't know what else there's to say. They're good. Well, BB3, they almost beat like professional blitzballers. They were very close.
They did, which is why
really
I
good
thought
players.
they were going to win Blitzball Battle 4.
Yeah.
So, it's a blip game. It happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think that we got Ice as a team to watch for. Realistically, we keep doing these, Brendy. There's 2 teams that I feel like can't win the championship, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already talked about them.
Yeah.
So get ready, listeners.
Get ready.
For the next 4 episodes of us saying, I think they could win the chip.
Yeah. I don't know.
This might be their year.
We'll talk about things that would cause like a step back for these teams that are in like the top 4, I guess. Because with these first 4, we've kind of talked about like what they need to do to improve, and the other teams will be more like, how could they falter? What could make them turn the other direction, or what do they need to maintain? So we'll see. We'll see. It's okay to have more faith in We Got Ice than like hook, line, sinkers, and we'll get there when we get there.
I agree with you. Sorry, Drew. It's all your fault.
It already happened, and you know why you lost the whole thing.
It already happened,
It's
Drew,
your
and we
fault.
know it was your fault,
It was your
Drew.
last chance with Dan, and you blew it. You blew it.
Stop eating blueberries and honey with your steak, Drew.
You lost your father once and for all.
No. Can't say that. He might have found him. You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. Brendan, what should Zoe and Jack be drinking?
Drink Subtle Tea is a drink made by me. Look on the YouTube. You can find it at subtlety.com.
Good bit.
Use code HobbyBoys for $2 off your order at checkout for a 12-pack. Hobby Boys is our sister show, not brother show. My brothers are Jack and Zoe, Monica Lewinsky, and Monocle Geller. My two brothers.
The Monocle brothers.
A sister show, The Hobby Boys, you can find wherever you get your podcasts or look for it on YouTube. And that's all I need to plug.
Did you plug us on YouTube?
We're also on YouTube on our own dedicated channel, Blitzball Boys. We'll have some stellar video content of this.
Stellar from Monocle Geller. What was that? Strange Wilderness?
I don't know. I just enjoyed doing it with you.
Strange Wilderness was a movie that came out in the day about a guy who had a public access animal show. And they showed a goblin shark at one point. And the goblin shark is the one where it's like jaws come out.
Oh.
And he goes, whoa, look at this guy. He sounds like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. My brother Matthew used to die laughing at that. But speaking of him, we're beefing with him.
We're beefing with him.
Fuck him. We're out on him. If you see him, spit in his face. Give him a wedgie.
Step on his toe and twist his nuts.
Step on his toe, twist his nuts, give him a wedgie, spit in his face. Tell him, make him cry. If you make him cry, I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah, tell him he's got a diaper butt, and that'll make him cry.
Diaper butt. Yeah, it does.
Does.
He does. He wears a diaper on his butt, too.
Outside his pants.
Oh.
Yeah. Doesn't work that way, bud.
Beyond that, I'm not plugging shit. So, Brendy, ask me the question.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Nope.
Bye-bye.
Bye.